Beneath Starry Dreams. Chapter 1. A Chance Encounter. I'd always been captivated by the night sky, the stars twirling like diamonds scattered across the velvet canvas above me. Their twinkling lights seemed to whisper tales of endless possibilities and uncharted worlds beyond our reach. Yet, as I stood beneath their celestial dance on that fateful evening, nothing could have prepared me for the unexpected collision with fate that awaited my life's compass. The moment it veered sharply from the path mapped out by logic and reason into the realm of untamed passion. The charity gala was a sea of polished suits and designer dresses, an event where I was only present as a token gesture to my estranged father's philanthropic endeavors. As I painted on Dot's sight amidst the hum of laughter and clinking glasses, my world remained rooted in the colors and textures of the canvas before me, a safe haven from the whispers of his disapproval. My art was more than just brushstrokes of pigment, it was an escape into a realm where love wasn't tainted by disappointment or heartache. Jake, with his sharp jawline and eyes that could pierce through darkness, appeared beside me as if summoned by my brush's strokes across the canvas. "May I request your presence for a moment?" he asked, a hint of curiosity laced in his voice. "I believe we share more than an affinity for art." Intrigued, yet wary of embracing another life that might splinter like shattered glass, I nodded. We stepped away from the bustling crowd into a corner lit only by the soft glow of candles, stars mirrored on the walls. His hand brushed against mine as he handed me a glass of champagne, sending an electric pulse through my veins. "I never expected to find someone like you here," he said, sipping his own drink with a confident swagger that made him stand out among the crowd of suits and ties. "Your work, it speaks volumes about embracing the unknown." I hesitated before speaking, unsure if I should trust this sudden connection. Yet something in Jake's gaze felt familiar, like a forgotten melody reverberating within my soul. "A little bit of magic never hurts." My reply was as much for him as it was for myself. As we delved deeper into conversation, the art of our lives unfolded before each other, the canvas he painted with numbers on Wall Street, my with colors and emotion. Our words intertwined effortlessly, a dance of shared dreams beneath the starry sky. The connection between us crackled like an impending storm, leaving me breathless despite myself. "Your eyes remind me of the Milky Way," I confessed, endless possibilities waiting to be explored. "And yours, like the darkest corner of the cosmos, filled with mysteries." His response sent a shiver down my spine as he leaned in closer. The air was alive with unspoken promises and the promise of what could never be said aloud. Lila, meet Jake, a fusion of light and darkness, was born that night. But my heart still bore scars from Lucas' betrayal 6 months prior, an ache I'd buried beneath layers of paint and laughter. The memories of our whirlwind romance turned bitter by deceit lingered like smudges on a canvas yet to be cleaned. We exchanged numbers, and the next day found us sipping coffee in a quaint cafe he chose, nestled between towering skyscrapers that would have seemed insurmountable had I not found my way there. As we talked over steaming mugs, I couldn't help but notice how his eyes reflected the starlight, bright yet touched with an underlying intensity. Jake's persistence was both captivating and daunting as he probed for a glimpse into my past, the scars that kept me from embracing love fully. I found myself opening up about Lucas, sharing tales of shattered dreams and broken promises. His hand found mine under the table, a reassuring squeeze, as if to say, "I'm here." For the first time in a long while, my heart felt light enough to dance under the weight of those celestial bodies. Yet, secrets kept at bay could be both a solace and a destructive force. As we parted ways that afternoon, Jake's parting words haunted me. "You deserve to feel the sun against your skin even when life is shrouded in clouds." He was an enigma who saw beyond the paint-splattered smock I wore. Weeks blurred into moonlit strolls and impromptu art sessions, our connection weaving a tapestry of shared passions. Jake's patience paid off. My defenses crumbled with each laugh, every brushstroke more vibrant as we ventured together under starry nights and city lights. In his arms, I felt free to create without fear. Yet, the shadow of Lucas' betrayal hung heavy in the balance, threatening to snuff out this new love before it had begun. That fateful night, beneath a sky that bore witness to our growth as individuals, Jake coaxed me into revealing more than just my artistic soul, his eyes an oasis of understanding when I spoke of Lucas. He vowed to be the star that would guide me through turmoil toward clarity. As we embraced under the celestial display, I dared not dream he'd follow through on his promise. His touch ignited something long dormant within. The world, it seemed, had decided to whisper secrets in my ear once more, about love, second chances, and healing wounds. But there were still shadows to confront before embracing the vastness of what we could be together. Chapter 2. Starry Night Secrets. My fingers painted strokes of midnight blue on canvas, a symphony of emotions, fear, yearning, hope, when a knock at my door cut through the silence. Jake stood in my studio, his eyes carrying the weight of determination and a hint of concern. "I need to know what keeps you running," he said as I stared into the swirling vortex of colors before me, a portrait of our journey thus far. "Lila," my heart whispered, it was time to shed old skin or risk losing what we built under Starry Dreams. His hand, a constant reminder that love could be both fierce and gentle, guided me toward a photograph tucked behind an easel. The snapshot revealed Lucas, his arm wrapped around me in a warm embrace, laughter etched on our faces, happiness radiating like the stars we cherished. I had thought I was ready, Jake's touch proved otherwise. The weight of that moment threatened to unravel the fragile balance between us. "I'm sorry," he murmured softly as my past loomed large, "but you can't tell me it doesn't mean a damn thing." A sigh escaped me, and for an instant, memories spilled forth like ink across a blank canvas. Lucas was not just an ex-lover but the person I'd thought would be my forever, my star guide. Jake listened attentively as day merged into night in his arms, a safe haven from the storm brewing. The past few weeks were the bridge that spanned our worlds. It seemed he sought to illuminate what he already knew, a constellation of scars I couldn't fully explain. His persistence was both a blessing and curse. A quiet understanding settled between us. Jake had unearthed my deepest secret, yet his words echoed in harmony with my soul. "You deserve to find happiness on your own terms." He promised to be patient, knowing I needed time and space as much as love. Our connection evolved into tender moments, laughter shared over art books, and a dance that mirrored the celestial ballet above. Each night brought me closer to embracing him fully, a love beyond Lucas. Yet, like a canvas with layers yet unseen, my heart remained half-painted. "Lila," my true name whispered in his embrace, as the world hushed under the first blush of dawn, told him more than words ever could. The revelation was both liberating and terrifying. Lucas' betrayal had carved a piece of me I wasn't sure could heal. Jake vowed to stand witness through every scar, every color, until I believed I deserved his love. Those were powerful promises. Days passed, Lucas resurfaced, begging for forgiveness and another chance. His voice was the wind against an unshielded heart as it cut deeper still, a reminder of what we once shared versus the promise of what Jake had shown me. In a moment of clarity, under skies both familiar and new, I chose to be honest. My second starlight lover sought to heal, Lucas merely wanted solace. Jake received my decision with understanding in his eyes and a single kiss, our lips an interstellar dance that spoke volumes about our future. A phone call from the past became my test of loyalty, the stars watching over me, guiding him. His steadfastness anchored me as he listened, promising to be there regardless. A few days later, under clouds that seemed to whisper his name, I saw a glimmer of the man he was, steadfast, hopeful, and determined. My second starlight lover proved that true love knows when you've almost lost yourself in the cosmos, the beauty, the pain, and still chooses to dance with you. As we stood there, a new path unfolded as if drawn by a celestial hand. Our first night together was both tender and raw, a symphony of laughter, tears, forgiveness, and promise. In his arms, I realized that healing doesn't happen overnight but is always possible when guided by someone who believes in your hidden beauty. It seemed the man I needed had finally arrived, his lips pressed against my skin with an unspoken understanding. Chapter 3. Beneath Moonlit Dreams. Jake's voice awakened me from a dream, a melody of love, hope, and possibility, Lila. He was there to hold my hand as I faced the darkness within. It wasn't just Lucas' betrayal, it was my fear of being hurt again. The canvas where our journey began beckoned us, the same spot under starlight now shared with his name etched in bold strokes, Jake's promise. We sat together, our hands entwined, ready to redefine love's landscape with him by my side. His lips met mine, the passion was like a sunrise, blazing and full of promise. Our dance continued beneath the night sky, the colors of the universe within us merging on that canvas, a testament to new beginnings. He painted beside me, creating strokes of hope amidst shadows. For the first time in 6 months, I felt free. Lucas, ever vigilant, appeared once more with pleas for forgiveness and a second chance. My heart chose Jake. There could be no going back now. The starlight that had guided us through turmoil was steadfast. One moonlit night, as the sky seemed to confirm my decision, he took me to meet his family, a constellation of people who'd witnessed our love story unfold. His parents, kind eyes alight with joy, welcomed me home like a long-lost child. Their unconditional acceptance felt like stardust sprinkled upon my heart, nourishment for this new chapter. Jake's mother handed him an envelope containing a letter penned 6 months prior, a testament to the bond between us and the dreams we dared dream together. The note spoke of forgiveness, love that knew no bounds, and his commitment to walking me through the shadows. It was then I understood, Lucas' return wasn't a setback but an opportunity for growth, a reminder of how far I'd come with him as my guide. The stars bore witness to our evolution, a tale of resilience. Jake's mother's words echoed in my mind, your son can be vulnerable and strong. He could be both the painter and his own canvas. Embracing love as Jake had shown me, I found myself at crossroads. Lucas' pleas still lingered, casting shadows that threatened our fragile bond. The cosmos above seemed to whisper a truth, the sun hid beneath clouds only to re-emerge brighter. Jake knew of Lucas' persistent attempts, yet, in his eyes, trust was not merely something he desired but something we'd built together, a bond steeled by the trials of our love journey thus far. His father's words rang true, Jake is your North Star. We had to discuss this new chapter together, face what lingered between us. In a quaint park, where dreams were born and broken, I chose. He stood by me as I offered Lucas closure, the promise of moving forward, free from both love's shadows and starlight, our bond forged amid the cosmic dance we'd shared. We closed that chapter, looking up at the night sky, our story now a tapestry of healing. With every step, Jake drew me closer to his dream, a journey under the same starry sky where our love story began, the colors of which painted a brighter future than any canvas could hold. The stars had whispered truths. I was ready. As I chose him, our lips found each other in an embrace that felt like meeting an old friend, warm and welcome. The universe hummed with us, a symphony of love, celebrating the choice to move forward together, hand in hand and heart to heart. This dance wasn't merely a romance, it was a testament to trust, forgiveness, and growth under the guidance of our celestial guides, the stars and each other.